This evening, Ministry of Home Affairs deeply concerned about increasing road fatalities. 30 beneficiaries receive vouchers under the $8 million Steel and Cement Initiative. Ghana Police Force issues wanted bulletin for 8 suspects for money laundering and financial crimes. In the region, Brazil, missing children found alive after floods. And internationally, New START treaty, suspension raising fears of a renewed armed race. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Updates. I am Baby Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, the much anticipated Mashramani Float Parade is set to take place on Thursday, February 23rd, and the Traffic Department is advising motorists of the necessary traffic arrangements that will be implemented to facilitate the event. To ensure the smooth flow of the MASH Parade, the route will proceed south along the eastern carriageway of Main Street, then east onto Church Street, north onto Irving Street, and west onto Thomas Land, entering the National Park from the southern entrance. The assembly point for the parade will be on Middle Street between Main and Carmichael Streets. All adjacent intersections along the parade route will be closed to vehicular traffic from 6 a.m. tomorrow. Motorists are advised to use alternative routes to or from the east coast of the Marara. The Traffic Department is reminding motorists to cooperate with the police ranks directing traffic during the event. Road users are also reminded to adhere to all traffic laws and regulations. The Traffic Department wishes everyone a safe and enjoyable Mashramani Float Parade 2023. Staying with current affairs, the Ministry of Home Affairs is deeply concerned about the increasing number of road fatalities this year due to reckless driving. This behavior includes excessive speed, driving under alcohol, driving without due care and attention, tailgating, and driving while tired. The ministry sympathizes with the families, friends, and communities impacted by the loss and injury caused by these accidents. The ministry is collaborating with stakeholders to develop a comprehensive action plan to reduce road accidents and fatalities by 50% by 2030. The National Assembly passed the Motor Vehicle and Road Traffic Amendment Bill 2022 to enforce safe driving and impose higher penalties for serious infractions. The National Road Safety Council's financial resources have also been boosted to more than $11 million to reduce road accidents. The ministry is committed to providing evidence-based road safety knowledge and awareness programs to create a safety culture among all road users. Despite the free distribution of safety helmets, many motorists continue to ride without helmets, and people are transporting women and children on motorcycles without helmets at high speed. The ministry urges all road users to prioritize safety and always wear helmets and seatbelts. They are pursuing discussions with relevant stakeholders regarding the requirements for importing, registering, and licensing electric bikes. Traffic statistics show that 16 persons were killed in 14 accidents between January 1st to February 18, 2023, indicating a 100% increase compared to 2022. Pedestrian fatalities increased by 25%, and approximately 44% of motorists were killed during the same period compared to last year. The ministry appeals to all Guyanese to exercise care and caution when using the road. Stick around when we return. Ghana Police Force issues wanted bulletin for 8 suspects for money laundering and financial crimes, and 30 beneficiaries receive vouchers under the $8 million Steel and Cement Initiative.
It's Clarence Mash Sale, where you get 25 to 50% off jeans, jerseys, short pants, crop tops, sneakers, slippers for both men and women, and a whole lot more. MASH is back, and our MASH sale is bigger than ever at Clarence on Wednesday, February 22nd. Clarence, always keeping you in style.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Give your home or office some shine. Fortune Investment Company. We provide reliable commercial and residential professional cleaning services in Guyana. We clean homes and commercial offices. Other services offered are floor care and tile polishing, interior auto detailing services, power washing, weeding and cleaning, and carpet, couch, and mattress cleaning. We are committed to keeping your homes and offices squeaky clean. Call us now at 592-689-7558 or 592-639-6365 or visit us at 3430 Jackson North Rumville, Georgetown, Guyana. Fortune Investment Company. When we say clean, we mean spotless.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Sooner or later you will have another power failure. Are you prepared for the next blackout? Some essential equipment such as security cameras, lights, internet, gate motors, and water pumps may stop working. How can you prevent the next blackout? InverterTech has an affordable solution for you. A strong UPS system which uses the latest inverter and solar battery technology to prevent blackout. We smartly calculate your average power demand so you don't spend more than you need to. Call 223-2233 for more information.
Welcome back. The Guyana Police Force has issued a wanted bulletin for 8 individuals who are wanted for questioning in connection with money laundering and other financial crimes committed in Guyana. According to the police, they are seeking the public's assistance in locating these individuals. If seen or anyone with information about their whereabouts, please contact the Special Organized Crime Unit on telephone numbers 225-3084 or 225-3079 or the nearest police station. Those wanted are 28-year-old Denzel Lawrence Muir of 194 Forest Street, Mocha Arcadia, East Bank, Demerara, 25-year-old Aubrey Anthony Fraser of Lot 75, R. Cabaret Drive, Carcar, Linden, 28-year-old Leon Anthony Williams of Lot 74, R. Cabaret Drive, Carcar Housing Scheme, Linden, 24-year-old Cassandra Alexandria McLennan of Lot 58, R. Cabaret Drive, Carcar Housing Scheme, 28-year-old Malika Adela Williams of Lot 347 Rijnveld, Georgetown, and Lot 74 R. Cabaret Drive, Carcar Housing Scheme, Linden, 29-year-old Akeem Elijah Powers of Lot 918 Victory Valley, Linden, or Lot 37 West Watuco Farm Road, 25-year-old Khadijah Nafrisha Long of 266 Wizrock Housing Scheme, Linden, and 34-year-old Raul Jamal James of Lot 98 R. Cabaret Drive, Carcar Housing Scheme, Linden. The police are urging anyone with information to come forward and assist in their investigations. They have emphasized that any information provided will be treated with utmost confidentiality. In other news, The Central Housing and Planning Authority has begun the distribution of vouchers for the government's $800 million steel and cement subsidy initiative for home builders. The initiative was launched at a ceremony held at the Housing and Water Ministry, Brickdam, Georgetown office on Tuesday, where the first 30 beneficiaries received their vouchers. The Chief Executive Officer of the Central Housing and Planning Authority, Sherwin Graves, reported that the ministry received 1,034 applications from regions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. 697 of those have been verified and 397 have been recommended to the Housing Subsidy Committee for review. The committee has approved 134 of those applications. In the next 2 weeks, more than 500 qualified applicants nationwide will receive cement and steel materials. These beneficiaries can redeem their materials from selected suppliers in their respective regions. It is important to note that all suppliers will offer the materials at the same price. The Steel and Cement Subsidy Initiative is an excellent opportunity for eligible citizens to obtain assistance with building their homes. Don't go away after the break. New START treaty suspension, raising fears of a renewed arms race, and artificial intelligence. Tech giants add limitations amid concerns.
Sooner or later you will have another power failure. Are you prepared for the next blackout? Some essential equipment such as security cameras, lights, internet, gate motors, and water pumps may stop working. How can you prevent the next blackout? InverterTech has an affordable solution for you. A strong UPS system which uses the latest inverter and solar battery technology to prevent blackout. We smartly calculate your average power demand so you don't spend more than you need to. Call 223-2233 for more information.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 4-6 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Give your home or office some shine. Fortune Investment Company. We provide reliable commercial and residential professional cleaning services in Guyana. We clean homes and commercial offices. Other services offered are floor care and tile polishing, interior auto detailing services, power washing, weeding and cleaning, and carpet, couch, and mattress cleaning. We are committed to keeping your homes and offices squeaky clean. Call us now at 592-689-7558 or 592-639-6365 or visit us at 3430 Jackson North Rumville, Georgetown, Guyana. Fortune Investment Company. When we say clean, we mean spotless.
It's Clearance Mash Sale, where you get 25 to 50% off jeans, jerseys, short pants, crop tops, sneakers, slippers for both men and women, and a whole lot more. MASH is back, and our MASH sale is bigger than ever at Clearance on Wednesday, February 22nd. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. 3 children have been found alive after devastating floods killed nearly 50 people in the southern Brazilian state of Sao Paulo, Al Jazeera's Monique Yannick reports.
Another day digging through the mud and debris. Another body found. The death toll has been rising since Sunday, when unusually heavy rainfall hit several coastal towns just 200 kilometers away from Brazil's largest city, São Paulo. Nearly 50 people so far confirmed killed by the floods and landslides, many of them in the beach resort of Barra do Saí during the carnival celebrations. Edenilson Gomes has spent 2 days looking for his son and daughter-in-law, with little hope of finding them alive.
Most of my son's next-door neighbors did not survive. Their bodies were dragged down the hill.
Neighbors have been working alongside firemen and the army. Rodrigo de Paula, a volunteer fireman for the past 14 years, has witnessed other major tragedies.
This terrain is harder to get to. We're expecting more rain in the coming days, which means that we'll have to start from scratch, digging in the same spot again. But if the sun comes out, it won't get much better. Dry mud is more difficult to clear away.
These aerial images show the size of the devastation in an area visited by thousands of tourists, especially at this time of the year.
Rescue teams have been concentrating their efforts on this hill because there were many families living here. Earlier this morning, dogs were sniffing the mud, indicating that they would find more bodies under the mud and rubble.
Natalia Siqueira lives further down the hill and has been helping to identify the bodies of her neighbors. She says these ruins were once the home of a family of 4. All were killed, including 8-year-old Maria, who had just celebrated her birthday and had been saving coins in this tiny red safety box to buy herself a treat.
I cannot find the words to describe the pain we're all feeling.
Barra do Saí has been isolated since the floods. Landslides blocked all roads, making it impossible to leave by land. Their only way out is by sea. Nearby towns have sent tourist and fishing boats to help many flee, but also to take much-needed supplies to the thousands who have lost all and have stayed behind to search for the dozens still missing. Monica Yanakiev, Al Jazeera, Barra do Saí, Brazil.
Internationally, Russian President Vladimir Putin announced on Tuesday that Russia would suspend participation in the New START Treaty, the last central pillar of post-Cold War nuclear arms control between Moscow and Washington, which limits their strategic nuclear arsenal. Al Jazeera's Harry Fassett reports.
The Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, first signed by Presidents Bush and Gorbachev in 1991, has been part of the nuclear weapons framework in some form ever since. Barack Obama and Dmitry Medvedev inaugurated its successor, New START, in 2010. Under its terms, Russia and the United States, owners of 90% of the world's nuclear weapons, would limit their deployed strategic warheads to 1,550 and their long-range missiles and bombers to 700. Each side could inspect the other's sites to ensure compliance up to 18 times a year. But inspections were halted, first by COVID-19 and then by deteriorating relations since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. On Tuesday in Moscow, Vladimir Putin announced Russia was suspending its membership, he said, in response to hostile US actions.
And now they want to inspect our defense objects. In the current condition of confrontation that takes place today, it sounds like nonsense.
US-Russia relations on nuclear weapons have been strained for years. The United States pulled out of the Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty in 2002 and left the Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces Treaty in 2019, accusing Russia of developing a cruise missile that breached its terms. Experts fear a breakdown of the architecture that for decades has reined in nuclear arsenals.
We seem to be losing the last bilateral relationship governing nuclear weapons. So we could have an arms race after this, And that arms race has not existed because of this agreement, because of the inspections that back up the intelligence that both states have. And so you have one of those pillars being taken away.
Joe Biden agreed a 5-year extension to New START when he took office in 2021. Vladimir Putin emphasized his action was a suspension, not a withdrawal, but has raised the prospect of the treaty lapsing in 2026. He also said he had put new nuclear systems on combat duty and pledged to resume nuclear testing if the United States did the same. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera.
And finally, in the race to find the next big thing in information technology, tech giants are competing to bring new versions of powerful artificial intelligence technology to consumers, but those technologies can appear disturbing to humans. Al Jazeera's Rob Reynolds reports.
Even the ChatGPT moment has, I think, captured people's imagination.
Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella may not welcome the kind of attention his company's bet on advanced artificial intelligence is getting. Last month, Microsoft confirmed a multi-billion-dollar investment in OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. Now, the company is restricting access to the AI chat feature of its Bing browser after reports of unsettling conversations with the chatbot. Microsoft recently gave technology reporters an opportunity to test the chatbot before it was publicly released. One reporter wrote that after a long conversation about the chatbot's capabilities, it said it was in love with him and urged him to end his marriage. It also mused about skills it had but was forbidden to use, including developing a biological weapon and stealing nuclear secrets. The chatbot took a belligerent tone with another reporter, comparing him to Hitler and Stalin.
Microsoft is now being talked about as a company that's putting out an innovative idea. So for them, this is a win, even if there are some embarrassing bumps along the way.
On Tuesday, Microsoft announced Bing Chat will now answer only 6 questions per conversation, after which users are told to start a new topic. Users will also be limited to 60 questions per day in total. Microsoft said long conversations, quote, can confuse the underlying chat model. Google is also racing to bring AI capabilities to its browser, which it says will be called Bard. Observers say the model could power a new technology and information revolution. But critics of artificial intelligence have long speculated about doomsday scenarios. The late physicist Stephen Hawking warned fully intelligent AI could, quote, spell the end of the human race. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Los Angeles.
Now this has brought us to the end of the regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. This concludes today's headline news update. We will be off tomorrow and we'll be back on Friday at 5:30 p.m. with our next broadcast. For more news and updates, you can visit our Facebook and YouTube pages. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other, and do have a wonderful MASH celebration.